And we are here at the start of year number 6 with your Hartford Whalers, and I believe we are all set to start the regular season as we have done the preseason. Andrew Chuck with the best offensive grade at 84. Roberts had the best defensive grade with a 75. And then in goal, Vernon played and Garrett didn't play at all. So overall, looking forward to hopefully at least a similar performance to what we did last year during the regular season, and hopefully improve upon the playoffs, as obviously we did make the Stanley Cup Finals, but it was not quite enough to win it all, though. So that being said, we will get year number 6 underway. All right, so on November 1st, we are 8-2 currently, first in the Norris Division. Not much to complain about, so I think we can keep going here. Offensively, Peter Stastny and Jari Kurri lead the way with 14 points each. And in goal, Vernon with a .912 save percentage so far in 6 games played, and Garrett in 4 games played with an .883. So Garrett could be doing better, but overall we are doing pretty well as seen by our record. So let's keep going here. So 2 months in now, we are 15-7. Vernon in 16 games played with an .891. Garrett in 8 games played with an .897. Offense is still clicking, it looks like. Several players who are a point per game or above. And the team stats, goals for per game, we are first in the league, 4.86. And goals against per game, we are 5th with a 2.95. Faceoffs, we're 8th in the league with a 50.7. Power play, we are 5th in the league with a 24.6. And the penalty kill, we are 11th in the league with a 79.1. So I think with all that being said, I think we'll go at least one more month, if not up to the trade deadline, and see where we are. So a couple of injuries that happened while the simulation was going by. Dave Anderchuk, 2 to 3 months with a grade 3A concussion since February 8th. So that means I would guess he's out at least for the first round or 2 of the playoffs, maybe even the entire playoffs. Then you have Bernie Nichols with a bruised spine since February 8th as well, but he's day-to-day now. He should be back at some point soon. But with that being said, we are at the trade deadline now, essentially. It's March 1st. And we're 39-20-3. Currently second in the division, only behind the Montreal Canadiens. And we also do have 2 games in hand on them, so I'm not worried. We're obviously making the playoffs at this point. It's just a matter of where do we finish. And I would like to finish first, but Montreal does look competitive this year. Obviously, we're not doing as well this year as we did last year, but still doing well enough to be considered a very good team. Now, what about the stats? Offensively, you have Peter Stastny with 69 points, leads the team. Then you have Paul Coffey with 64, Curry with 62, 60 for Stastny and Kissio, Rogers with 59. All those guys are point per game. Levo with 37 and 47. 36 for Pettersson, 34 for Roberts, Mark Howe with 30, 26 for Marion Stastny and Rochefort, 24 for Poulin, 23 for Beers, 21 for Samuelson, 18 for Thorson, 17 for Nyland, and 11 for Wielander and Neufeld. And in goal, you have Vernon with an .884 save percentage in 48 games played, and Garrett with an .873 in 20 games played. So goaltending's a bit rough for sure. Let's see what the league average is for goaltenders with at least 30 games played. So the highest is a .904, lowest is an .859. Looks like our average is somewhere around .889, .888. So Vernon is slightly below that point, unfortunately. Would like to see him do a bit better, especially since this is his second season. I'm going to check the trade block real quick and see if there's anything interesting. If not, then we'll just move past the trade deadline and into the playoffs. Yeah, there's basically nothing there. So I think we're just going to advance with the team we have and see if we can make another run at the playoffs. Ooh, another major injury. Eddie Beers, medial collateral ligament for 1 to 2 months. Luckily, Bernie Nichols is back though. Oh, okay. Mike Vernon, player of the month for goaltenders. Not bad. Ooh, Mark Howe, torn hamstring with 2 to 3 months left. Not good. Lost our best defenseman for the playoffs. Well, one of our best defensemen for the playoffs. Our best defenseman, I think, at this point is Paul Coffey, but still not a good player to lose. All right, so we have finished the regular season 48, 24, and 8. 104 points. That is good enough for second in our division and third in the league. So overall, a pretty good season. Not as good as last year, but obviously it is the playoffs that counts. And a goal, you have Vernon, 63 games played and an .886 save percentage, and .861 for Garrett in 23 games played. Not a good look there for Garrett. Offensively, Paul Coffey leads the way with 85 points in 80 games played. Stastny was 78, same for Rogers and Curry. 76 for Stastny, 72 for Kissio, so plenty of offense going around here. 58 for Nichols, 50 for Pettersson, 48 for Levo, 45 for Roberts, 37 for Stastny, 34 for Poulin, 31 for Rochefort, 25 for Samuelson, 21 for Thorson and Nyland, 17 for Neufeld, and 14 for Larmer and Wielander. And here we have the team stats. Goals for per game, we are first in the league with a 4.4. Goals against per game, we are 9th in the league with a 3.3. Power play, we're 1st in the league with a 27.3. Penalty kill, we're 12th in the league with a 79.4. So defense does leave a little bit to be desired, but offense, we are as good as ever. Unfortunately, we are going to the playoffs with Curry and Coffee injured. So not a good start there. And with that, let's see what we have for our first playoff matchup. I believe it will be the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh no, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Okay, I guess we're not doing that format. I thought we were doing the 2 versus 7 format there, but apparently it is 2 versus 5 here. So let's take a look at Pittsburgh. Of course, they have Mario Lemieux. They have Larry Murphy. They have Millen in goal, Carlisle, Gilbert, Howard-Chuck. Yeah, pretty good team here. So here we go. Game number 1 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. That will be an 8-3 Hartford victory. Shots are 41-20. 3 stars of the game, Kissio, Anton Stastny, and Peter Stastny. First period, you have Randy Carlisle getting the goal scoring started for Pittsburgh. Then you have Tapio Levo from Neufeld and Poulin getting the goal scoring start for us, making it 1-1. Second period, you have Kelly Kissio from Stastny and Stastny, making it 2-1. Then you have Ron Stackhouse getting the game tied for Pittsburgh. Then you have Jeff Larmer from Bernie Nichols and Marian Stastny, making it 3-2. And then Tommy Samuelson with 2 seconds left in the period from Anton Stastny and Kelly Kissio makes it 4-2. And in the third period, you have Larry Murphy scoring, makes it 4-3. So getting Pittsburgh back in the game. But your Hartford Whalers said no to that as we score 4 consecutive goals. Anton Stastny from Kelly Kissio and Gordy Roberts makes it 5-3. Then you have Norman Rochefort from Dave Poulin and Jukka Vilander, makes it 6-3. Mike Rogers from Tommy Samuelson and Petter Thorson makes it 7-3. And then Peter Stastny from Mike Rogers and Gordy Roberts makes it an 8-3 final score. Ooh, Anton Stastny injured in that game, it looks like. Groin soreness. So we're going to have to call somebody up here. Here we go. Game number 2. That is a 4-0 Pittsburgh win. Oof, hate to see it. Shots are 27-22 in favor of Hartford, but we did not get any goals. 3 stars of the game, Millen, Gardner, and Bellows. First period, no scoring. Second period, Stackhouse with a goal on the power play for Pittsburgh to make it 1-0. And then Bellows, Puzar, and Gardner with the goals late in the third period to make it a 4-0 win for Pittsburgh. Here we go. Game number 3 will be a 4-1 Pittsburgh victory. Oh, man. Come on, boys. Shots are 25-23 in favor of Pittsburgh. 3 stars of the game, Howard-Chuck, Faubert, and Dunn. First period, you have Dunn, Howard-Chuck, and Bellows with the goals to put Pittsburgh up 3-0 after 1. Bernie Nichols with the lone goal of the game for us in the second period, unassisted, makes it 3-1, but then Randy Carlisle in the third makes it the 4-1 Pittsburgh victory. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Whoever wins 3 first wins the series, and they have 2 already. All right, here we go. Game number 4. This is an elimination game. Come on, Hartford. First period underway. There you go. Eddie Beers with the goal from Kissio and Nichols. We're up 1-0. And there's another one, Yari Curry from Peter Stastny and Mark Renault. 2-0 now, early in the first period. And there's one for Pittsburgh. Paul Gardner with the goal. Makes it 2-1. Oh, and there's another one for Pittsburgh. Ron Stackhouse makes it 2-2. We're not even done with the first yet. Oh boy, Randy Carlisle for Pittsburgh makes it 3-2. And they're up. And now Mario Faubert makes it 4-2. We're not even out of the first period yet. Come on, Hartford. Oh, man. Not a pretty first period there. Come on, we need to come back here in the second. Oh, man. Ron Stackhouse with the goal makes it 5-2, and that is the end of the second. Heading into the third, down by 3. Not looking good. Oh, boy. Yep. Brian Bellows. Yep. That'll do it. That will do it. Ooh, what a rough first-round loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins. 6-2 loss in game number 4, which means we are out. Not a good look. Yeah, after making the Stanley Cup Finals last year, that hurts. Shots are 38-21, so we outshot them by pretty wide margin, but they made their shots count. 3 stars of the game, Gardner, Bellows, and Millen. Yeah, was not expecting these playoffs to be so short. That's, that is unfortunate. Let's check out the playoff stats, and then we'll end things off. Oh, man, Vernon. My man, Vernon. 816 save percentage. Not pretty. Offensively, let's see. Kissio with 4 points. 3 for Stastny, Nichols, and Stastny. 2 for Rogers, Samuelson, Poulin, and Roberts. 1 for Beers, Curry, Larmer, Rochefort, Levo, Renault, all these guys down here. Paul Coffey with no points in 4 games. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that is a very underwhelming playoff performance. Not much else to say about that one. Obviously went into this year with some pretty high expectations, but could not quite live up to them. I mean, I don't want to blame it all on our goaltender, but it's definitely a huge reason for our shortcomings these playoffs. Obviously, we had that one game where we won 8-3, but let up 4 goals, let up 4 goals, let up 6 goals. Obviously, our offense, those games was nowhere to be found either. So, like I said, I can't blame it entirely on our goaltending, but still, a good save or two here and there might have been the difference. And unfortunately, we did not get that. Yep, that's unfortunate. So I think what we're going to do here, we're going to simulate through to July 1st. That way, we're all set up for FHM 9 if we do so desire to continue this GM mode into FHM 9. And there you go. Your Stanley Cup champions for the 1984-85 season are the Edmonton Oilers. They won in 4 games over Montreal. All right, so we have Dave Andrechuk's rights coming up. Oh, looks like Marian Stasny will be testing the market, unfortunately. So he will not be coming back. I decided not to renew Renault, but everybody else on this list has been offered a contract. So that means Marian Stasny and Mark Renault are the only ones who are leaving the team this offseason, at least on July 1st. And here is our season score for the 1984-85 season. We reached the playoffs, we had a winning season, and had a winning percentage of .600 or better. No other positive categories, no negative categories, which means our total season score is 23, bringing our total career score to 119. And it is now July 1st, so I think with that being said, we will end this one off here. And the next one, we will carry this over into FHM 9. See you guys then.